Dear friends, in this video, we will learn terms used in friction. To get the clear idea about friction, you can watch the previous video. The link is given in the description box. So, let's start. Please subscribe this channel, like and share the video with your friends. Coefficient of friction. It is the ratio of limiting friction to the normal reaction between the two bodies and is generally denoted by mu. Mathematically, coefficient of friction is given by mu equal to F upon R or F equal to mu R, where F equal to limiting friction and R equal to normal reaction between the two bodies. For perfectly smooth surface, the coefficient of friction is 0, that is mu equal to 0. Angle of friction. Consider a body of weight W resting on an horizontal plane as shown in figure. Let P be the horizontal force required to start motion in the direction of the applied force. Then, limiting friction acts in the opposite direction of the applied force. By parallelogram law of forces, the diagonal S represents their resultant in magnitude and direction. S is called as resultant reaction or total reaction. S makes an angle of phi with the normal reaction R. When the body is in equilibrium, angle phi made by resultant reaction with the normal reaction is called as limiting angle or angle of friction. From figure, tan phi equal to F upon R. Angle of repose. Consider a body of weight W resting on an inclined plane as shown in figure. We know that the body is in equilibrium under the action of the following forces. First, weight W of the body acting vertically downwards. Second, frictional force F acting upwards along the plane. And third, normal reaction R acting at right angles to the plane. Let the angle of inclination alpha with the horizontal plane be gradually increased till the body just starts sliding down the plane. This angle of inclined plane at which a body just initiates to slide down the plane is called the angle of repose. This is also equal to the angle which the normal reaction makes with the vertical. Limiting equilibrium. Let x-axis along the plane and y-axis normal to the plane. In limiting equilibrium, apply the conditions of equilibrium sigma fx equal to 0 and sigma fy equal to 0. Sigma fx equal to 0 gives f minus w sin alpha equal to 0. It gives f equal to w sin alpha. Substitute the value of f. Mu r equal to w sin alpha. Consider this equation as number 1. And apply second conditions of equilibrium. Sigma fy equal to 0. It gives r minus w cos alpha equal to 0. it gives R equal to W cos alpha. Consider this as a equation number 2. Now, dividing equation 1 by equation 2, we get mu R upon R equal to W sin alpha upon W cos alpha. Cancel the equal terms. Mu equal to tan alpha, and from previous topic mu equal to tan phi. Therefore, mu equal to tan alpha equal to tan phi, that is alpha equal to phi. Hence, angle of repose is also called as angle of friction. Cone of friction. Resultant reaction or total reaction S makes an angle of phi with the normal reaction R. If x-axis is rotated about y-axis, resultant reaction S also rotates about the normal reaction R. The line of action of the S will always lie on the surface of the right circular cone, whose vertex angle is 2 phi. This cone is called as cone of friction. Laws of friction. Laws of static friction. Following are the laws of static friction. First, the force of friction always acts in a direction opposite to that in which the body tends to move. If the force of friction would have been absent. Second, the magnitude of the force of friction is exactly equal to the force which tends to move the body. Third, the magnitude of the limiting friction bears a constant ratio to the normal reaction between the two surfaces. Mathematically, mu equal to F upon R, which is constant, where F is limiting friction and R is normal reaction between the two bodies. Fourth, the force of friction is independent of the area of contact between the two surfaces. Fifth, the force of friction depends upon the roughness of the surfaces. Laws of kinetic or dynamic friction. Following are the laws of kinetic or dynamic friction. First, the force of friction always acts in a direction opposite to that in which the body is moving. Second, the magnitude of kinetic friction bears a constant ratio to the normal reaction between the two surfaces, but this ratio is slightly less than that in case of limiting friction. Third, for moderate speeds, the force of friction remains constant, but it decreases slightly with the increase of speed. Thanks for watching this video.